Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and today I will be playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So in anticipation for Pokemon Day, upcoming this Friday, I've decided I would replay some of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Eevee's so cute, just look at them. Aww. Looks like this is a boy Eevee. Depending on the tail tells you if the Eevee's a boy or girl. It looks spiky if it's a boy, but if the tail is heart-shaped, that means that's a girl Eevee. Same with Pikachu when you start the game. So if you want a certain gender Eevee or Pikachu, you'll want to click the home menu, close application, and reopen if you're trying to get a certain gender starter. Because the Pokemon that you see in that cutscene determines what gender your Pokemon will be in the gameplay. I'm not picky though. So this was one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch. As far as taking on Pokemon gyms, having a starter Pokemon, this was one of the first on the Nintendo Switch system, back when it was brand new. And this is the game that made Eevee become one of my favorites. And seeing how Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen is coming out on Friday, and it's set in the Kanto region, I thought this would be a fun way to revisit the Kanto region in anticipation for the Game Boy Advance game that will be made playable on the Nintendo eShop this Friday. So here is Professor Oak. He's here to greet us. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with these Pokemon, well, some keep them as companions. And as for myself, I study them. As a profession, I study Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me about yourself? So many options, so you could pick your actual skin tone if you want. Which I like how the newer games has been giving this option, so if someone wants to resemble the character they select, they can. That's cool. I always like the first option, so I'm gonna pick this option. And of course, I gotta have my name be Jolly Gaming Panda. But I'll have to just add the G for short. It's not B, it's a G. There we go. Jolly Gaming Panda. There we go. Such a cute Eevee. This boy here is your friend and rival who has grown up right next door to you. What was his name now? Travis, wasn't it? Wait, what? We can't... Okay, I need to just double check real quick. Was this guy's name Travis? I need to see. Pokemon? No. I don't know why I was thinking that. Wait, no, that's... Okay, I don't know why I thought that was his name. Okay, Pokemon rival. Let's go Eevee. Trace. Okay, so that's his name. I just want to go off their actual name. So there we go, Trace. There we go. I could not remember my rival's name. Is that bad? I see, his name is Trace. Your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventure with Pokemon await. Let's go. Eevee is ready. Here we go. Whoa, that was blinding. Whoa. Maybe my Pokemon trainer had a little too much TV time. That was blurred out a bit. Okay, so this is our room. Starting off in the game, depending on whether you picked Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, your room will look just a little different. I have an Eevee plush here because this is Let's Go Eevee. I picked that one. But I love this because this Eevee plush resembles the Let's Go Eevee plush that was selling at this store back when the game was still, you know, getting advertised. It sits just like that too, so cool. So yes, any Pokemon room in the games that has an Eevee plush, I approve of. You can't have a room without an Eevee. There's an email from Trace. Good, let's look at that. Hey, so here's what you need to know as a trainer. Press the A button and you can talk to all kinds of people, and if you tilt the control stick more, you can run. Plus, if you open up your main menu by pressing the X button, you can save your progress too. Boy, I can't wait to get started, can you? Sounds like Trace. He is our rival, and I'm pretty sure our neighbor. Usually, our rivals live in the same town in these games. How many Pokemon are there in the world? You know, I need to look that up. I want to know exactly how many. How many Pokemon are there? I gotta just Google that on my phone real quick. As of early 2026, there are 1,025 official Pokemon species. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's an insane amount. Wow. So yep, that's to answer that question. That's how many there are as of early 2026. I'm coming up and at 'em. Oh, looks like Trace. Morning. What's going on? You've got one weird look on your face. Oh, never mind that. I can't wait any longer, so I came to get you. Today's finally the big day. We're finally going to get our first Pokemon from Professor Oak and become real trainers. Oh, but before we do, you read the email I sent you yesterday, right? You'd better have. Check your computer if you didn't. Oh yeah, I already read that. I'm gonna book it to Professor Oak's lab. See you there. Yeah, we already read that, so we could hurry on. Off to go to Professor Oak's lab. Trace asked the professor to give you 2 Pokemon of your own, didn't he? Dishes and plates are neatly lined up. I just gotta be nosy and snoop around. It smells delicious. Somebody must have cooked here earlier. Inside this, there's nothing inside. Oh, okay. Empty trash can. What's on TV? They are showing a movie on TV. The scene is showing a girl with her hair in pigtails walking up a brick road. But it's time that you get going. Yes, we do not need our Pokemon trainer getting distracted with the TV and missing out on choosing their starter and beginning their Pokemon journey. That would be so tragic. What a beautiful town! Pallet Town. Shades of your journey await. Okay, I think this is Trace's house? Yep, right here. What would happen if we just snoop in here instead? Oh, hey! Looking for Trace? He went to pick you up. Did you miss each other? He said that he was going to go to Professor Oak's lab with you. Yeah, I know. I'm just snooping. It's a copy of Pokemon Journal. It says if you cherish your Pokemon, they'll love you in return. Okay, my Pokemon trainer is incredibly snoopy. You can see her face reflected on the TV screen. In other words, the TV is powered off. It's a picture of Trace. Wait, I'm confused. Does he not have a room? This is Trace's house, but there's no room? No bedrooms? I never realized that. That's kind of strange. Yeah, I'm very confused, but anyway, let's go over to the lab, which is over here. Oh, hey! Professor Oak isn't here. Do you think those Pokeballs hold the Pokemon you and I are supposed to get? I can't wait to get mine. Okay, so Professor Oak is not here. I also study Pokemon as Professor Oak's assistant. Good to know. Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers think highly of him. I also study Pokemon as Professor Oak's assistant. Yes, I know you all do. Okay, so he's not here. Technology is incredible. Now you can connect your smartphone to your game console and send data between them. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they'll be able to protect me. They sure will. There's the professor. Well, my good Pidgey, thanks for the help. I think I understand you all a bit better now, thanks to this. Oh, if it isn't Jolly Gaming Panda. Hey, Mr. Oak. Oh, of course. I promised to give you and Trace your Pokemon today, didn't I? Well, in that case, why don't we head over to... Is that the sound of an Eevee? Oh my goodness, it's an Eevee! Oh, so cute! Oh my goodness. It's Eevee! Oh, you encountered a wild Eevee. My, I surely wouldn't have expected an Eevee to appear around here. But since the opportunity has presented itself, why don't we practice some Pokemon catching? You just have to throw out your Pokeball and try to land it on a wild Pokemon for the chance to catch it. Ooh, I get to hold my Joy-Con horizontally and point it to the screen. Press A. I do have the Pokeball Plus controller, but I decided just to use my Switch 2 controller instead. You can throw your Pokeball by waving your Joy-Con. Just don't forget your surroundings as you go waving that Joy-Con around the place. Yes, gotta be careful. Whoa, that was a perfect throw. And I'm not even using the Pokeball Plus and I got a perfect throw. Wow. Alright, we caught Eevee. Eevee's precious. There we go. Caught my buddy. That was pretty fine performance for a first timer. Why don't you pick up that Pokeball and give the Eevee you caught a name? What? It's bouncing! Now that's a lively Pokemon if I ever seen one. Hey wait, come back! Where'd that Eevee go? Professor Oak, those Pokeballs there, I swear there were only 2 a second ago, but now there are 3. A perfectly reasonable reaction, my boy. You see, one of them is an Eevee that your friend just caught just now. So wait, you caught it yourself? Yep, that's right. I think Eevee really wants me to choose them. What? I've never seen that happen before. Oh, how interesting. Well, now, take that Pokeball and keep good hold of it this time. Okay, hopefully Eevee doesn't bounce around like too crazy and I could just... I think the Pokemon you caught is in the middle Pokeball. Yeah, I know. They were bouncing around like crazy. Guess I'm about to pick Eevee. Actually, it'd be funny what would happen if I went and picked one of the others, but I think the characters would probably just scold me and say, hey, the middle one. What happens if I interact with this? There are Pokeballs in the mysterious machine. Alright, so in the next episode I will be choosing Eevee and beginning my Kanto adventure in celebration for upcoming Pokemon Day this Friday. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned.